¿Qué pasa, Gandolfos? Bienvenidos un día más al Paraíso Retro. Bueno, disculpad, así mejor. Apagando el proyector porque no me dé la cara. Bueno, en el vídeo de hoy os voy a hablar de un juego para PlayStation, la primera PlayStation, además de jugar un poco a él, que se llama Ark of Time, que es un juego que es un port de un juego de PC. Este juego de PC, el original, fue programado por, a ver si lo veo bien, Precision SPA y publicado por International Computer Entertainment Ltd. Para 1997. Y bueno, esta versión para PlayStation fue programada ya por la propia ACE, que es ACE Computer Entertainment, y publicada por Project 2 Interactive, y salió a la venta en julio de 1998. Bueno, estos son los rayos de publicación y todo eso, que no me sabían las fechas, ni me sabía tampoco bien quién era el programador, pero ahora lo sabéis, aunque... Bueno, ¿qué nos vamos a encontrar con este juego? Pues una aventura gráfica pura, point and click, pura y dura, estilo Broken Sword, Simon Sorcerer, bueno, estos, los de los piratas, no sé, se me fue de la mente, lo de los piratas. Bueno, ¿los conocéis? Bueno, vale. ¿Cómo se pudo olvidar eso? Qué vergüenza. Bueno, da igual. El caso es que esto es una aventura gráfica de ese estilo, point and click. ¿En qué consiste? Pues sigue todas las mecánicas típicas de los juegos de este género, de estas aventuras gráficas, el que tenemos que manejar por medio de un puntero a un personaje, indicándole que se desplace a determinadas zonas, así con el ratón, pic, golpeamos y se mueve así, plip, 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 ¿no? Como en todas estas aventuras gráficas. Eh, bueno, y nuestro objetivo será ir a hablar con distintos personajes, recoger objetos, información, resolver puzzles, muchos de los cuales van a necesitar los objetos que recopilaremos. Y siguen, bueno, las normas básicas de toda una aventura gráfica de este estilo que se cuece. Y bueno, poco más que ofrecer en este aspecto. Es una aventura gráfica muy típica. Aunque sea muy buena, sea buena o mala, pues es la típica aventura gráfica. Sé que no puedo hablar mucho más de las mecánicas que hay que hacer, porque es lo mismo que hemos visto tantas otras veces. Bueno, a nivel visual es un juego que está bastante bien. No es de lo mejor, no es de lo que más me gusta de aventuras gráficas. Por ejemplo, el Broken Sword me gusta muchísimo más que este a nivel visual. Pero este está bien, con un personaje que está bien diseñado, distintos personajes que nos vamos encontrando bien. Bueno, me refiero con un personaje al protagonista. El protagonista tiene un diseño bien, que está bien. Otros personajes están también bien diseñados. Lo que más destaca también son los escenarios, que son muy variados, muy detallados, muy bien ambientados, bien de colorido. No llega a las cotas de estas de dibujo animado que tiene, por ejemplo, Broken Sword, pero bueno, que sigue estando la mar de bien. Ah, bueno, y, y eso, que está bien a ese nivel visual. Muy correcto. A nivel de música tiene unas buenas composiciones sonoras que suenan muy bien y unos efectos de sonido también muy realistas, sobre todo unas voces que están bastante bien interpretadas. Este creo que solo está en inglés. Bueno, pasando al tema de la jugabilidad, es un juego que tiene las mecánicas esenciales de todo buena aventura gráfica point and click que debe tener toda aventura de ese estilo. Y esta pues no se queda corta en ese aspecto, bastante entretenida, está bien, es adictiva, los menús son fáciles de entender, Creo que se puede controlar tanto con teclados, bueno, pad como con ratón. Creo que admite ratón, no estoy seguro, porque yo no tengo PlayStation 1, así que no lo sé. Bueno, en general, pues esto tiene una buena extensión y nivel de dificultad elevado, mientras no sabemos, no muy, tampoco mucho, no es de las más retorcidas, pero elevado mientras no nos conocemos los puzzles. Después, cuando sepamos, se hace ya todo mucho más llevadero, mucho más fácil, porque ya lo controlamos y vamos de carrerilla. Y bueno, creo que es una aventura gráfica que está bien para PlayStation y yo os recomiendo que le echéis un ojo a este juego, Ark of Time. Y bueno, voy a dejar el vídeo aquí, espero que os haya gustado, dadle a me gusta si ha sido así, comentad lo que opináis de este Ark of Time para PlayStation, visitad mi blog Mundo Retro Gaming y mi otro blog Palabras de Isaac Led, ya sabéis, ese LED es LEZ, que es el blog donde publico mis historias de terror, fantasía y ciencia ficción, pero sobre todo de terror porque es lo que mejor se me da. Del mismo modo, también me gustaría muchísimo que os suscribierais a mi canal y que activéis la campanilla para que os avisen cuando suba nuevo contenido. Y bueno, gente, dejo aquí ya el vídeo. Hasta luego.
The year is 1997, and under the heat of the July sun, the waves of the Atlantic Ocean lap against an oceanographic trawler, the Ocean Wrestler, currently several hundred miles east from the Bermuda Triangle and alone on the horizon. On the weather deck stand 4 searchers, the sea breeze filling their lungs as they pose for a photo. Behind them, a specially constructed, toughened submersible designed to operate under severe and abnormal conditions, ideal for their purposes. Standing proud in his boots is Greg Blower, the financial backing behind this historic adventure, the sweat congealing on his brow as he suffers the infernal heat. Behind Mr. Blower is Simon Creek, officially Mr. Blower's bodyguard, unofficially the good-for-nothing nephew. Then, the enigmatic Helen Milton with her alert scientific mind, educated in the top colleges in the country. Finally, Professor Caldwell, world-renowned archaeologist, considered to be a fruitcake on the hunt of a lost cause by many in the archaeological community, but in his heart and mind, he knows the many clues and legends he has followed will prove true in the end. The 4 enter and seal the only exit to the submersible. The tension in the air is thick, and as the professor checks the oxygen pressure levels, the winch is started up and the submersible is slowly lowered into the deep, murky Atlantic Ocean. The search for a mystery hidden by the sands of time has begun. This is the search for Atlantis. Atlantis, a myth known around the world as the city which was sunken by an angry god. Many have searched for it and failed. The lost city has hidden itself well from the prying eyes of the world. As the submersible descends fathom after fathom, Helen watches the instruments act quirkily. It started with a twitch here and there, then some unbelievable readings. Looking at his chronometer, the professor smiles to himself. A quick warning about an abnormal magnetic field puts Helen's mind at rest, but agitates Mr. Blower and confuses Simon. It happened so slowly they almost didn't notice. At first it was just a little dim and warm. Then as the sleek yellow submersible continued into the magnetic field, it got brighter and brighter and warmer and warmer. Then Simon noticed a fish, a big fish, a glowing fish. He pointed it out to the professor, who smiled and said it was a prophetic dolphin, reciting a passage written by Christopher Columbus, who spoke of mystic glowing creatures making ethereal noises and guiding them through dangerous waters. It took just a second for the professor to decide the path they should take, and as the dolphin began to swim further into the murkiness, the professor told Helen to use the dolphin as their guide. This drew more than a raised eyebrow from Mr. Blower, who was expecting a well-choreographed scientific mission. He wasn't expecting this. Guiding the submersible through the silence of the seabed, leading them right to the center of the magnetic field, Helen watched the radar as many other curious dolphins began to surround them. Helen smelt the burning electronics of the guidance console and knew they were going to crash. The submersible shook violently as it made contact. Everybody was thrown from their seats onto hard, unforgiving surfaces. In the dim light from outside, Mr. Blower searched for his cigar lighter, constantly muttering insults at the professor. A hull-ripping creak shuddered through the small craft as it finally came to rest. Simon found Mr. Blower in the darkness and helped him to his feet. Meanwhile, the professor was both thanking and praying to the gods. Helen piped up with a status report, her fingers trying the dead controls to no avail. Most of the electrics were gone, and the hull was taking on water. Then the professor suggested she should try the outside lights, as they had their own power supply. There it was, the professor's holy grail and Mr. Blower's unique business opportunity. Atlantis. In London, several days later, and in the middle of a snowstorm, a newspaper editor waits.
Kendall, you look exhausted. Have all those football matches you've reported on finally got to you?
Not really. It's actually a great job.
I see. Well, you remember a couple of weeks back you said you really wanted to be a serious reporter. Well, now here's your chance. I'm sending you to the Caribbean to find a missing professor. It's a top story, and I know you won't let me down.
Well, Did you say the Caribbean?
Yes. It seems Professor Caldwell went there recently, but since then, nobody has heard a thing from him. You may remember that he came into the office a few months back, claiming he was onto the biggest archaeological discovery of this century.
Chief, I'm happy doing the sports reviews here in snowy England. The Caribbean sounds great, but this is a job for a more seasoned reporter. Isn't there somebody else you could send?
Now, Kendall, I think you're underestimating your talents. I've seen something in you which only the best reporters have. I think it's about time you went on a serious report. You're wasted on the sports section. This assignment will hone your skills. All expenses are paid, and you're free use of the company's plane to get you wherever you need to go.
You want me to fly in that rust bucket across the Atlantic? Forget it!
It's not so bad. Here, take this rum. Have a quick drink before you take off, and you'll be out like a light. You'll find that she'll hold together once in the air.
Are you sure you can't get anybody else to do this?
I'd go myself, but I'm working on this ancient languages piece for the next issue. It's fun for an old connoisseur like me, but you wouldn't appreciate it.
The Caribbean, I'm beginning to like the sound of sun-swept beaches and...
Bye, Kendall. Go find me that professor.
Bye, slave driver. Oh, I mean, Chief.
Wow, those are a real historical find, probably from the beginning of the century. Oh, look, Here are the chocolates we gave him on his birthday. I don't really want the last couple of almond ones. Yuck. Let's see. Nothing that I can take? Only crime, business, and world news. No football.
Excuse me, ma'am, but what are you painting? From here you can only see the fountain, some buildings, and a couple of palm trees.
Don't call me ma'am. Call me Judith. Oh, Aunt Judith. World-renowned psychic painter.
Okay, Aunt Judith. And what is it that you are painting right now?
I'm painting your future. But this is not the time to ask questions. You're a good-looking young man. Don't you have a girlfriend?
You're the psychic one. You tell me.
It doesn't work that way. Why don't you do something for the old legs of Aunt Judith?
Okay, sure. What do you want me to do?
Go and fill up this little pot with clean water. You see, I can't wash my brushes with this dirty one.
Okay, I understand. Well, just give it to me, Aunt Judith, and I'll see that you get some clean water.
Good. Thank you.
Have you seen a strange-looking English guy around here? Well, he's a scientist and probably came here with a lot of equipment, doing some research.
If I'd have seen such a man, I wouldn't have missed a dinner opportunity. I've seen nobody like you.
Okay, thanks anyway.
I feel like I'm just pouring my chances of success away. I can't open it. It seems to be locked from the inside. A big, strong door. Reads, I'm on spiritual retreat. For urgent messages, write to Postbox 335, Hotel Splendid, Bahamas, your loving priest. Since when was the Bahamas a spiritual retreat? Beautiful map of the village. I don't know what to do with it. A real antique. Who knows where he found it? Better not. If it falls to pieces, I'll have to pay for it.
Excuse me, friend. Is it possible to visit the museum?
Certainly, if you pay for a ticket.
Why did you leave your old wreck right here?
Old wreck! This is a classic Mustang. You just can't find these cars anymore.
So, how much is an entrance ticket?
$2.
sorry. Don't you have anything better to do than breathe down my neck?
Don't try to be funny. I know what kind of guy you are. I don't trust leaving you alone. And then, I'm only doing my job.
What a hodgepodge. What is it supposed to be? What a hodgepodge. What is it supposed to be? Nothing concerning football. What a grim face the pirate Mancuson had. If this portrait is a good likeness, he really was scary. Look! Viva the South Wind! That must be his motto. Needle points east. The inscription says, "Here the pirate Mancuson placed his compass as an everlasting memory of his first heroic boarding." A bit of a megalomaniac, this Mancuson.
Who gave you permission to touch? This is ancient stuff. If everybody touches it, it won't be long before everything is ruined.
There's a motto carved on this shield, "Viva the South Wind." You can turn it a little, but nothing happens. All ancient and decaying artifacts. All ancient and decaying artifacts. I bet this thing made one heck of a bang. I don't understand how it could help me. Judging by the dust and its general condition, I'd say that it's a very ancient book. Hey, there's a letter tucked inside. Judging by the dust and its general condition, I'd say that it's a very ancient book. Hey, there's a letter tucked inside. An ancient letter. Interesting. It's signed by the chief of the governor's guards. It seems to be a service report. Let's see what's in there. After 3 days of strict siege, my men managed to penetrate inside the fortress, forcing the barricaded doors. However, inside there was no sign of Mancuson pirates. They vanished again, using means which may resemble sorcery. Interesting. From here, it should be possible to see the entrance to the museum. Look, you can see the curator's rickety old car. I've never seen so many ancient books in one place before. There's nothing I can use here. I've never seen so many ancient books in one place before. There's nothing I can use here. I'm wasting my time with this oddball. Not at the point of rummaging in the rubbish just yet. No. Garbage collectors are apparently very lousy here. A selection of tasteless junk. Old junk.
Hi, you getting some fresh air?
What do you want, son?
Well, I'm interested in the local sites. I'm a tourist.
Well, I'm the man for you. I know everything about the island.
I've seen an English professor with his assistant around here.
You're American, aren't you?
Yes.
These islands are becoming fashionable for you guys lately. Before, nobody came here, but now,
What do you mean?
not too long ago, a strange guy came here, English for sure, and he was looking for something. He was asking a lot of questions. He was looking for trouble, and he found it.
Such as what trouble? What else do you know?
I know that you ask too many questions for a tourist. Take a hike. I'm busy.
Please, just tell me where he went. It's very important.
Who knows? I don't need this hassle.
If you like telling me some of the tales about the pirate Mancuson.
Tales? This is history. Once the pirates ruled these islands.
Interesting.
My brother and I are the last descendants of the ferocious Mancuson. Look, kid, I got the pirate's tattoo on my arm. There are only two of us in this world that still have it. Me and my brother, Tobias. Also called Black Sheep. Blast him.
But you don't seem very friendly towards your own brother.
The betrayer stole my life savings and ran away with my map to look for Mancusion's treasure. I saved every penny to go myself in search of the treasure when I retired. But you see, blast it.
Oh, come on, don't think about it. If he finds the treasure, I'm sure he'll send you a check. Show me your tattoo.
Cool, isn't it? Only members of the gang could have this tattoo done. A white dolphin with the secret motto, Viva the South Wind.
What does it mean?
If I tell you, it wouldn't be a secret motto anymore, now would it?
That's true. I read a strange letter in the museum. It said that the pirates always managed to escape capture. How do you explain this?
Air Chief, the famous Mancuson, was the most astute and cunning of all the pirates.
Why the most astute?
There are some very good stories about him and his voyages. The governor, trying to capture the pirates, turned yellow because of the jaundice he got from being angry. They used to call him Don Canary.
But how could Mancuson escape every time?
This is still a mystery. They used to go inside the fortress, which is now used as the museum. And puff! They disappeared. Whoever tried to reveal their secret was always found, hanged by the tongue.
Yuck. He wasn't playing around, old Mancuson.
Well, you asked me about the English professor. Here's what's left of him. Keep it. It's a souvenir of the dear, curious professor. He lost it while I was taking him and his assistant to the oceanographic ship off the coast of Bermuda. I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Nothing but junk. Old rubbish. I'd have no use for it.
Hey, what are you doing, boy?
Well, I was, looking at this beautiful net. Very strong, isn't it?
Right. Leave it alone. I don't want it stolen.
Stolen? Is there a thief around here? Good to know. Nowadays, you can't trust anybody.
Right. A cheap thief who wants to take advantage of a poor, harmless, retired sailor.
You're absolutely right. What do you think about, I don't know, perhaps, maybe putting down that thing? I don't know why, but it makes me nervous.
You're making me nervous, boy. What are you looking for?
To tell you the truth, your net is really beautiful. Would you mind lending it to me for a while? I need to take care of a little matter around the corner, and then I'll bring it back.
Never! With this net, I captured a wild shark mincer when I was only 13. All the Caribbean islands still talk about that. And with this net, I make a little money showing it to the tourists passing by.
Remarkable, really? But I promise you, it's only going to take me a few minutes.
I don't know why, but my index finger is itchy.
Okay, I've got the message. I'm going.
Good, and be quick about it.
I'm no sailor. I get seasick just looking at the water. I don't even know which side is port or starboard. This rust bucket is taking on water everywhere. Simple door. It isn't very difficult to force this lock. It's been very worn, and it's got a piece of cloth missing from the one sleeve. Isn't good enough to wash the floors with. Forget it. This hammock is very tempting. It looks really comfortable. I better not. If I lie down, I'll fall asleep. Old dirty mug. I'm no strong man. The rock stays where it is. I'm no strong man. The rock stays where it is. Snappy little things, crabs. Oh no! It's gone under there! The little monster. Don't think I can do that. Crab is still in there. I'm wasting time.